Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome again to Dr. Jota English or Real Madrid Hub, whatever you want to call it, whatever you like the most. Let me tell you something, a couple of stories today, very important for you all guys before to do anything, okay? The first thing, Happy New Year to you all, just in case nobody watched my video last night, January the 1st. Happy New Year to you all. I best the wish for you guys, and I hope you are or you will stick to my channel over the next 2023. I'm going to try my best to bring over the best information regarding to Real Madrid. So that is the first thing I have to say. The second thing is, guys, my Twitch channel in Spanish. I know that some of y'all understand some Spanish. If you don't, do not worry about it, because every single thing that happens in my Twitch channel, I try to translate it and make it a video for this English YouTube channel. But anyways, if you subscribe my Twitch channel, twitch.tv Jota Real Madrid, it's gonna be great because it's gonna help me out a lot. With the money Twitch pays me, I am able to reinvest that money in different journalists, in different people to come over and ask them about Real Madrid, the future, and all that stuff. So if you guys want to subscribe my channel, that'll be awesome. And of course, I thank you all a lot for it, because it is very important for me to grow this Madridista community. Okay, so first story, and now let's get into the details, as something happened yesterday with Kylian Mbappe. Because, like I have said so many times, Tomás González Martín gave an interview in Bernabéu Digital, and he was talking about Kylian Mbappe again. As you know, Tomás González Martín is one of the best friends of Florentino Perez. At the same level, he plays in the same league than Josep Pedrerol and José Félix Díaz, and he was talking about Kylian Mbappe and other stuff related to Real Madrid. And what did he say regarding to Kylian Mbappe? Okay, he said something really interesting, right? Nothing we don't know yet though, but let me tell you something. Here in this paragraph, you can read it right here in this one. He was asked, quote here, what is the plan for the attack of Real Madrid after the signing of Endrick, right? Should we trust in Mbappe again? Right, that is the question. So the answer was, waiting for Endrick. The Mbappe case is very clear. Real Madrid, he will only come to Real Madrid if he wants, and if he push and pressures to PSG, saying, I just want out. I want out. I want to quit. I want to play for Real Madrid. Then Real Madrid will accelerate the negotiation, right? If he claims that, well, let me read again. Entonces Real Madrid accederá a negociar. Well, this line doesn't make any sense, but anyways, if he pressures to PSG, if he tells PSG, I just want out, I just want to quit, I just want to play for Real Madrid, okay, then Real Madrid will be okay trying to negotiate with PSG by the summer 2023 or summer 2024, all in deeply agreement with PSG. No matter what he says, no matter what happens, Real Madrid will always try to reach an agreement with PSG, okay? So that is the number one rule, the number one thing he has to do, okay? So Kylian Mbappe has to say something. Kylian Mbappe has to make any kind of public gesture or wink or a blink of the eye or whatever, right? But he has to be the one telling the people, telling Los Madridistas, he wants out and he wants to come and play for Real Madrid. Otherwise, we're done. What he says, what Tomás González Martín says is, man, if you don't do anything, we won't. We won't do anything for you. We are not going to make any call. We are not going to try to sign you at all, because we are sick and tired of all the drama that happened over the last 2 years. So it has to be you, the one who has to move, step ahead and say, hey, I want out. I want out and I want to play for Real Madrid. To me, it makes a lot of sense. For all those Madridistas, we all want to Kylian Mbappe in Real Madrid. The problem is we never forget, and we will never forget what he did to Real Madrid last summer, right? So we would be okay if the player really wants to play for us. Okay, show something. Go out of public in a press conference and say, hey, I just want to play for Real Madrid. I want to fulfill my dreams. And I think it's the right moment for me to play for Real Madrid, right? If you go ahead and do that, we will be okay making the call and say, okay, we are going to try something, right? That is number one. Number two, privately, Kylian Mbappe should make the call to Florentino Perez, the first one, and say, President, I just wanna play for Real Madrid. That's it. We can try to do the things another way or in a different way. We can work the things out. Whatever you want to say, or whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you are okay with, we can do the things in another way because I really want to play for Real Madrid. If you go ahead and do that, then it's gonna be the right moment when Florentino Perez will try to say, okay, I'm going to help this guy out because now apparently he really wants to play for Real Madrid. That's number one. Number two, does he really want to play for Real Madrid? In my opinion, he does. This is the right moment after the World Cup. You have to keep in mind right now the relationship between Neymar and Mbappe and Messi and Mbappe is not the best, right? That is number one. Number two, the contract he signed, the renewal contract with PSG, it's a very weird thing in the soccer industry. If you think about it, a 2-year contract for a guy who is arguably the best player in the world doesn't make any sense. I mean, when you have the best player in the world in your squad, that means you really want to keep the guy for the long run, for the long term, and forever, right? Forever and ever. However, what happened was PSG, in my opinion, this is something I was talking to you about 3 days ago. After all the negotiations between the Republic of France and Sarkozy, the Prime Minister, and Macron, and Qatar, and the Al Thani, the Emir from Qatar, this kind of mutual agreement, right, between the two countries, where Sarkozy told to Al Thani and Al Khelaifi to buy over PSG, right, to take over PSG and try to make something different with them. In return, France was going to support the World Cup in Qatar and all this stuff. After that happened, now the challenge is to see if Qatar is still interested in PSG, right, and how interested are they in the French club. If they're okay with that, because you have to keep in mind, PSG is losing money every single year. So it's not a very big profitable business, right? So if they're not okay with that, they will leave. I mean, they will let Mbappe go and do whatever he wants. And on top of that, we have rumors regarding to a possible potential contract or agreement that was already signed like in January 2022 between Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe, and Al Thani, where the people from Qatar, apparently after the World Cup, there will be no pressure on the player to do whatever he wants to do. What I mean by that is if Kylian Mbappe wants to play for Real Madrid, there won't be any pressure from Al Khelaifi or PSG. And they will let him to go if he wants, right? That is the rumors I got from a different source of information, right? So my opinion is if he really wants to play for Real Madrid, he has to do something. That is the first thing. On top of that, let me tell you, last night, PSG lost another game, okay, against Lens. So that is not going to help to Kylian Mbappe to stay in PSG. I mean, it's not going to change anything though, but it's not good. It's another piece on the puzzle that will affect to the future of Kylian Mbappe in Real Madrid, okay? So that is as far as Kylian Mbappe. Now let me go ahead and tell you something really interesting regarding to Bellingham, because in Diario AS, Marco Ruiz is claiming Borussia Dortmund has made the call to Bellingham to say something regarding to his future. As you know, we've been listening a bunch of rumors, right, regarding to the future of the player, and Real Madrid working on the deal and trying to get the player over, right, for next year, for next summer. And now Borussia Dortmund finally has made the call to him and say, hey, what's going on here? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What is your plan? Can we count on you for the next season, or do we have to negotiate with anybody? Let me tell you something. Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid have a great relationship. So my opinion is they will try to reach a kind of good agreement for both parties, right? Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund, and they never deny the possibility for the player to leave, and they never deny the fact that Bellingham is a player who will no longer play for Borussia Dortmund, as is one of the best players in the world, and of course the big ones really want to sign over the player, right? So, yeah, I mean, at some point it'll happen. We will have to wait a little bit, but apparently Real Madrid is very close, really close to sign the player. We will have to wait a little bit more. Probably we will have to any kind of agreement or something. I mean, I don't think the guy will come over and play right now, because I don't think Borussia Dortmund really want to lose, right, a player like this right now. Okay, but for the summer, I think it's done, right? I think it's the moment when Bellingham will become a Real Madrid player. I cannot say anything else though, but because I don't have that information. And well, let's see what happens, man. But this is very close to happen, and of course, to me, it's gotta be great, and it's gonna be probably some of the best things that will happen to Real Madrid by the next summer. Okay, and now. Let me remind you guys, this is a very quick, I don't know if I talked about it yesterday regarding to Cristiano Ronaldo, but Tomás González Martín confirmed Cristiano Ronaldo came back to Madrid with the only purpose, with the only intention to convince Real Madrid to sign him for the last 6 months of the season, right? That is information from Marca yesterday and from Tomás González Martín yesterday as well. So two different sources, right, telling you the same thing. So unfortunately, it didn't happen. And only when he saw it was impossible for him to convince Real Madrid is when he said, okay, I'm going to sign the contract with Al Nassr. There was another Major League Soccer team, the Sporting Kansas City or something like that, trying to sign him up as well, but apparently he leaned forward to Al Nassr, and he finally signed the contract with the Saudi Arabian team. So the thing is, he was very close, right, to sign for, I mean, he was trying to convince Real Madrid, but it didn't happen. So that is what I have for you all, guys. Now I hope you have a wonderful day, and tomorrow it's going to be the same, I think, because I'm going to become father. My son will be born tomorrow, so I have to be ready, and I don't know if I'm going to have time enough to upload any video, but of course, if I can't do that tomorrow, I will be able to do it the next day on Wednesday, okay? And remember, tomorrow we are playing against Cacereño. It's in the Copa del Rey, Spanish Copa del Rey. So stay tuned and see what happens, guys. See you.